I'm gonna give you guys a rundown of what I learned this previous past 3 weeks, or I'm sorry, 2 weeks, and this is elite market structure. One of the things I've been struggling with, but now I perfected my craft with it, and let's dive into it. So as you can see, just to make it more simple, I'll give you guys the line chart first, and then I'll show you guys the candlestick form. So there's this of what I'm saying, and it's a lot more clear to look at. And then we'll switch over to the candlestick chart up here. But let's start with this. So obviously, this is a higher high, higher low, higher high, and we broke this low, which is the previous higher low, and now we're obviously bearish now. And we're between, this is the new lower high, and this is the new lower low because we broke that. And you have to go back to the market elbow once it passes this low. And market can do whatever it wants in here. It can create a bullish trend, what it's doing now, higher low, higher high, or higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. And it can create a little bullish trend, but in the reality, in the bigger picture of the market, it's still a bearish trend because we're still in between this lower low and this lower high. Hopefully that makes sense for you guys. Creating this bullish trend, but once it passes this high right here, then it'll be bullish. Or if it passes this low, then it'll continue to be bearish. But for now, right now, this is bearish. It doesn't matter if it's creating highs and lows. It's still going to be bearish. So let's go over to the candlestick chart. So I give you guys a quick rundown. So it's a more realistic. And this is the same exact pattern, which was right here. Kind of. So we had that high, low. We broke that. We broke this low right here, which is this little line. Same thing right here. Same exact market structure right here. We broke this line, so now we're bearish. And we go back to that market elbow. We go reverse. So that market elbow right here. And that's the higher low. Once was the higher high because we're bullish, and now we passed that low. And now we're bearish. So it's the lower low, and this is the lower high. And so now we're creating this little bullish trend, but that doesn't matter again because it's still bearish because we haven't closed under this lower low or this lower high. And until it passes this, it will be bullish. But yeah, it will be bullish up here. But once it passes this lower low, it will continue to be bearish. So I found another advanced or elite market structure. Let me show you guys real quick so you guys better understand it. Hopefully a little bit more. Lower high. And this is now the lower low. Lower high. Lower high. And then the lower low. Do you guys know why this is bearish? Because look right here. We switched to bullish up here, and then we switched back to bearish. So that means this is the new lower high and this new lower low. We still haven't passed. We're still in between this lower high and lower low. And market is creating a small bullish structure, but that doesn't matter, again, because it hasn't passed this lower low or lower high. And this line chart right here is exactly the same as it right here, as you guys just previously saw. This doesn't matter if it's creating highs and lows. This is new breaking structures. That's what I used to think. I would count this as the new lower high because this is just a different trend. And then I would be like, oh, it's bullish now. But no, that's completely wrong. This is the lower high or higher low, and this is the lower low. It still hasn't passed these, and it's still bearish. When I was backtesting today, I realized that when you make everything up in your head while trading, you're the reason why you make it hard. You're the reason why it's difficult. It's literally if you guys just simply follow your plan and you're executing with confidence and you followed your plan 100% or 95 or whatever, A plus, B plus setup. If you followed your plan and you did that correctly, that's a huge win. That is a win. That is a win for you, especially for your future self. Maybe not, like, let's say if you followed your plan, you took a loss. Oh, well, the market does whatever it wants. You can't expect the market. You can't expect it
to, always hit your TP. You just have to be an observer. And if you follow your plan to 100%, you followed every little thing, you followed it to a chain reaction, and it doesn't hit your TP, that doesn't matter. You still hit a huge win. That is still a win. Some of you guys just get frustrated and think your strategy doesn't work. Like, that's just literally, it's not a short-term game, it's a long-term game. And if you back tested your strategy and you know that it is profitable, just keep sticking that with you every time you take a loss. Like, damn well that you back tested this strategy for a long period of time, and it is profitable. But yes, the market will do its thing, whatever it wants, and obviously you're going to take some losses on the way. And it's just like business. You have to pay for your business expenses. Sometimes you're not always going to take profit in business. It's just like the market. You have to treat it professional, just like the market. You can't have a 100% win rate. That just doesn't exist. It doesn't exist at all. But yeah, like as I'm back testing, and if it's not in my AOI, but my edge still formed, for an example, like it's at my support, and my lower time frame confirmations didn't align, or they aligned, but I'm not the AOI. I'm simply not going to take the trade. And sometimes it's hard for me to do that, but today I'm just starting to realize it's really just like all in your head. Like, once you get that thought of you thinking, oh, I want to take this trade. Oh, I want to take this trade. It's going to be fine. This looks okay, right? This looks okay. Yeah, Michael, take this trade. Michael, it's okay. I'm going to take this trade. Right when those thoughts start coming into your mind, that's when you have to realize and know, okay, stop. I'm not going to listen to those thoughts. I'm going to listen to the realization of what's going on, and I'm going to ignore those thoughts. That's when you start to realize those emotions, you're leveling up emotionally, and that's huge. Once you start listening, once you can recognize those stupid thoughts that you're thinking and those separate thoughts from what that's actually true, like listening to your plan and not, overthinking, and, just those little thoughts that come through when your edge is formed, but it's not the right specific way. And you start thinking, oh, it's this little one's so fine. Oh, this one's fine. It's fine. It's a little bit off, but it's all right. When you have those emotions, when you hear those in your thoughts, that's when you can step away. And that's when you can really mature as a trader and really recognize those emotions. And that's what I did today. And actually, when you start doing that, you feel way better. Like, I missed a couple losses. I would have hit my take profit, but I know for sure that I am creating better habits for my future self. And this is a future self game. This is a long-term game. And it's just still a win in my books. Just because I missed out on a 1 to 4 RR doesn't mean I should pout and doubt myself. That's really good how I saw that reaction, and I stepped out of the market, and I didn't put a trade in because my full edge didn't align. So I stopped. So I sat on my hands, and that's still a win. But yeah, I just want to go over that today. It's just what I'm realizing, like all the emotions and all those little negative thoughts and those thoughts that maybe it's true, maybe this is okay to take this trade. When you recognize those thoughts and you can discourage yourself away from them, you start to become very, very mature, intelligent person. And I think a lot of you guys struggle with, chasing the market. You should think of like a spider web and a spider in the web. The spider doesn't go out and jump on the fly. The spider waits till the fly goes to the web, and then he attacks it. Just like the market comes to you, like the market comes to your edge, and it's forming, but it's not a certain place. That's you chasing the market. You can't chase the market. You have to let the market come to you, and that's treating trading professional. You can't treat trading like not professional. Oh, I'm going to take this trade because I'm bored. Oh, I'm going to take this trade because it's not following my rules, but it's slightly following my rules, but not all the way 100%. And that's chasing the market right there. You can't chase the market. You have to let the market come to you. Just think of it like a spider in a web. Simply as that. Or like that's the only thing I could really think of. But I'm sure there's other things you could think of. But that's just one of the things I thought of. You have to let the market come to you guys. And you can't chase it. Once you chase it, you're not treating it professional. You have to treat trading professional.